The 8 limbs of yoga. The Yoga Sutras of Patanjali is divided into 4 chapters. The first deals with samadhi, the second with the means to achieve yoga, the third enumerates the power that the yogi comes across in his quest, and the fourth deals with absolution. The first of these is Yama, moral commandments or ethical discipline. The great commandment transcending creed, country, age, and time. These commandments are the rules of morality for society and the individual, which, if not obeyed, bring chaos, violence, untruth, stealing, dissipation, and covetousness. The root of these evils are the emotion of greed, desire, and attachment, which may be mild, medium, or excessive. They only bring pain and ignorance. Men take to violence to protect their own interest, their bodies, their loved ones, their property, or dignity. But the man cannot rely upon himself alone to protect himself or others. The belief that he can do so is wrong. A man must rely upon God, who is the source of all strength. Then he will fear no evil. Violence arises out of fear, weakness, ignorance, or restlessness. To curb it, what is most needed is freedom from fear. To gain this freedom, what is required is a change of outlook on life and reorientation of the mind. Violence is bound to decline when men learn to base their faith upon reality and investigation rather than upon ignorance and supposition. The yogi believed that every creature has as much right to live as he has. He believed that he is born to help others, and he looked upon creation with eyes of love. He knows that his life is linked inextricably with that of others, and he rejoices if he can help them to be happy. He put the happiness of others before his own and become a source of joy to all who meet him. As the parents encourage a baby to walk the first step, he encourages those more unfortunate than himself to make them fit for survival. Gentleness of mind is an attribute of a yogi, whose heart melts at all suffering. In him, gentleness for others and firmness for himself go hand in hand, and in his presence, all hostilities are given up. Truth is the highest rule of conduct or morality. Truth is God, and God is truth. As fire burns impurities and refines gold, so that fire of truth cleanses the yogi and burns up the dross in him. If the mind think thoughts of truth, if the tongue speak words of truth, and if the whole life is based upon truth, then one becomes fit for union with the infinite. Reality in its fundamental nature is love and truth, and expresses itself through these 2 aspects. The one who is established in truth prays with a pure heart, then things he really needs come to him when they really need it. He does not have to run after them. The man firmly established in truth gets the fruit of his action without apparently doing anything. God, the source of all truth, supplies his need and looks after his welfare. The life of a yogi must conform strictly to this reality, which is essentially based on love, perfect truthfulness in thoughts, words, and deed. Untruthfulness in any form put the yogi out of harmony with the fundamental law of truth.